Nashua never tried to keep recovery housing out of the city. What, like every community, the hurdles were, how do you fit recovery housing into your local land use regulations, your building codes, and your fire codes? Okay, the codes recognize buildings by uses, and recovery homes are not a defined use in your building and fire codes. So how do you try and make that fit? And I think Sean Toomey earlier made the perfect analogy is we live in this box, or as we say in our chapters of the codes, and they sometimes prevent us from allowing uses such as recovery homes in New Hampshire. And it's not a local issue, it's a statewide issue. I use the example of accessory dwelling units, if anybody are familiar with those in the planning world. The building and fire codes don't recognize them, but they're out there, and we've had to find a way to make them fit into the codes. So what really needs to happen is the codes themselves need to be adjusted, amended in order to recognize recovery homes, so that the code officials can be comfortable with making that decision that this is an allowable use and this is how I can allow it. That's the most important thing. And so in Nashua, again, because the codes kind of just kept us in this box, we had to think outside the box, and we worked with our city planners, and we actually sat down to a point where we pulled together all of our key people in the room, and we actually brought some of our recovery homes folks in with us to meet with us. And that involved myself, our fire marshal from the city, our code enforcement folks, our planners, our zoning officials, even the health department. And we all sat down and we worked out through a process that we thought would work. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. We are still looking at how to improve upon our process. And is the process that Nashua goes through work for everybody else? Absolutely not. Every community has different needs and different challenges. But I think at some point, you as the code official or the policymaker have to be comfortable with saying, can I move the line just a little bit to make recovery homes work in the community? And I think it really comes down to the benefit versus risk question that we ask ourselves every day. Where's the benefit?